Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Mr. Clyde here, and wanted to bring you up on a couple updates about the channel. We originally started as a coin roll hunting channel, and I'm going to continue to do that if at some point I find a bank that will allow me to return the coin without giving me too much hassle about it. The last bank basically told me I wasn't allowed to deliver coin to any branch, so we no longer bank with them. We don't want to do anything. We don't want to have anything to do with them anymore. The other bank, they'll take it, but they give me a lot of looks, a lot of eye rolls, a lot of long, deep sighs. So I'm really not interested in listening to their guff, so to speak. So it kind of turned me off to coin roll hunting for now, just until I can find a bank that won't give me a lot of hassle about it. Just because at the end of the day, you are a bank and you handle money. So if you don't like handling money, then perhaps you shouldn't be in the banking business. And again, open offer to any banks out there. If you want to pay me $16, $17, $18 an hour to hand count coin all day, I'm your guy. You can give me however many bags of money, coins, pennies, whatever denomination, and I will count it for you with a smile. So since we're no longer really hunting coins anymore, I do get customer roll wraps from time to time, we kind of shifted my focus to buying silver and to selling silver. So what I'm going to embark upon is just buying coins and selling coins, either at a coin shop or online, whatever outlet I choose. And then also, if the coins don't sell, or if I'm unable to sell them and make any money on them in order to buy more coins, then I'll just keep them. They're just in my stack. I would like to stack silver, and if I can buy silver at a reasonable price and sell it and make 2 or 3 points on it, then I'll gladly do that, and then I'll just reinvest the money back into silver. And what I mean by 2 or 3 points is if I can buy at, say, 10 times and sell at 12 times, or if I could buy at, whatever. You get the idea. So let me bring you into some of the buys I've made in the last couple weeks, and I have made a lot of buys, and it's a little frightening, but we'll get through it together, I guess. So I went to a coin shop. It was in a little antique mall, and they had these dimes. They're $2 a piece. Melt on them was $1.85 at the time. They had a bunch more dimes that were $3 and $4 a piece, and I asked them if they would do any better, and they said no, $2 was it, or $3 was it, or so. I went ahead and just bought these just because they look pretty decent. They're $2. They're Rosy Dimes. They don't get much respect, but $2 is 20 times face, and I see these selling for 22 to 23 times face. So if I were to get 22 times face, I would sell them. So that would make me a 40-cent profit on both of those dimes, which would allow me to probably retire. So and then some other things I found. And also this video is going to help you sort of make offers. Some of you just aren't very good at bartering, or maybe you just don't like to barter. But if you're in an antique mall, or if you're at a flea market, or if you're at even at a coin show, and you see a bunch of things that you like that are a little bit higher price than you want to pay, it's okay to sort of group them up together and make an offer on the lot. Like these Barber Dimes, you can see this Barber Dime was marked $3.50, and he scratched it out and wrote $2.50, and that's because he sold them to me for $2.50. So all of these are all Barber Dimes. All of those are all Barber Dimes. They were all marked $3 to $3.50. I think one of them in here might have even been marked $4. And I just said, look, I'll give you $2.50 a piece. and you can use the showcase to sell a lot better coins than these, and we'll both be happy. And they said okay. So I bought all these Barber Dimes for 25 times face, and there are 2, 4, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 23 Barber Dimes here. So we'll add those to the stack, and if we ever do a show, or if we ever sell anything online, we'll put those Barber Dimes out, and maybe we'll ask $4, maybe we'll ask $3.50, maybe we'll ask $5. Who knows? We'll go through the dates and figure it out. We'll look at the conditions, and most of them looked pretty nice. You can all read the dates. They weren't worn all the way smooth. So Barber Dimes at $2.50. Not a terrible, not a terrible buy. Probably pretty easily get $3 a piece, $3.50. Maybe hold out for a little bit more. So make a little bit more money to add to the silver stack. Then I was at another place. I saw this Standing Liberty quarter that is basically worn smooth. Most Standing Liberty quarters are worn smooth. This is basically just worth silver value, unless I could figure out what year it is. Again, more Rosy Dimes. Again, marked $3 a piece. 2 Walking Liberties, just common dates, 43, and this one's a 34. This one's a 34, no mint mark. So again, these are just in the case. I said, hey, can you do $25 for these two, or these three, I'm sorry, 10, 10, and 5. They said okay. Then they had these dimes. I said, can you do $2 a piece on the dimes? He said okay. And then I asked him if he had any Wheaties, and he said he had just a handful. So he brought these out, 12 of them. And I said, what do you want on those? And he said, give me a quarter. And I said, okay. So again, we're not spending a ton of money here, but we are building a little bit of silver there if we weren't able to sell it. But we're also sort of building a little inventory for not much money. So now these prices that are on here, if I were to get these prices, I would just sell them. I don't even have to rehold them or anything. I just put them out for 7, 12, and 12, and if they sell, they sell, and if they don't, then I keep them in my stack. Now the Barber Dimes, we are going to have to rehold of those, or at least flip them over to the back, because he wrote the prices that he sold them for to us, which is not cool, but hey, it is what it is. This 1887 Cedar Liberty dime, and its date is 1887. Very hard to read, but it is there. It was $4, 10% off actually. And then this is a 1922 peace dollar that was in someone's case at the flea market, and it was in the 30% off section. So just a common date 22 piece dollar. So quickly do the math, $35, $34.95, 10%, 30% off is $10.50 off. So we got this for $25.45, which I'll take it. Again, you want to just put this out and sell it, you can leave it in this holder just like that for $34.95, and somebody offers you $30. Go ahead and sell it, take the $5 profit, and move it along. Got a couple more Barber Dimes here that marked 4, and this one was marked 8. This one is in pretty nice condition, and I believe 1901 is a harder to get date. I'm not 100%, I'd have to check the book on that. But again, I bought all this other stuff, so they sold them to me both for $8. So I did pay up a little bit on these, but they are better condition. And again, I can leave them in this holder, and you know, if I got 4 for this one and I got 6 for this one, I would still make $2. So bring in on some other stuff. That's this 1921 very common date Morgan dollar. Probably not going to be able to see it, but it has a proof-like finish to it. Now, it is not 100%, you know, deep mirrored, cameoed, proof-like, but if you look at it, and I don't even know if I can get it in the right light here with the sun so bright. It is a very nice Morgan. Again, just a common date 21. I don't know if you can see it cartwheeling, but it's cartwheeling pretty well there. Semi-proof like. Little contact mark on the cheek. And again, very common date. Marked $43. I got it for $35. And I would put it out and then just put $43 on it. And then if someone offered me 40, you know, I would take it. But these are obviously cold Morgans. They've obviously seen their better days. Perhaps been seen on an episode of Gunsmoke sometime. But they were cheap. They were very cheap. Usually you see these for around $25. And this dealer had them for $22. And he had about 25 or 30 of them, mostly peace dollars and Morgans that were either plugged or just in worse condition than this. So this one has a kind of an odd finish to it. Just looks a little bit cool. And this one is a 21, very common date, but it's a really nice Morgan. Like I'm sorry that it has a hole in it, because it has almost no markings on it whatsoever. And that's really unfortunate, because it does have a great big hole drilled through it. But again, these were $22 a piece, and if I put them out and sold them, you know, if I could get 20, 25, you know, maybe $26. Maybe someone wants to make jewelry and they want these too, so maybe they pay me, you know, 25 or $26 for them. And then these, maybe again someone just wants to stack them and they just pay $25 for them. A very small profit, but it is what it is. We take it where we can get it. You know, we're not buying $1,000 Carson Cities to sell them for $1,050. So we have to take those 10 and 20% pops when we can get them. And I'd like to bring in some more buys that I made here. And get them out of the bag. As you can see, they're all pretty shiny. That's because they're all 64 Kennedys. Every one of them is 64 Kennedy. So we picked up $8.50 in 64 Kennedys. We picked up a $10 roll of quarters, 1963. I believe these are all BU 63s. I'll have to open them and find out, but I believe they are BU 63s. It's not an original bankroll. It's just one of those rolls you get from the dollar store. So, okay to open those. Same thing again with these dimes. These all look like pretty much BU dimes. I'm guessing they're going to be 63 if all these are 63. We picked up quite a lot of stuff from this one guy. And I do mean a lot of stuff. So, let me bring in here on this buy. This buy was a really nice buy. Really nice buy, in my opinion. We've got books. Got a Benji book. Obviously, the harder to get dates are not there, except for the 59 and the 60. They're there. The 60, 18.5 million, not there. The 56, 58, a little bit tougher dates to get. 55, not there. A few of the other ones. So there's 35, and we're missing 8. So we got 27 of the 35 in the Benji books. Then we got some Liberty Standing half dollars. We got a book. It's not a complete book. Just a few. So start out 37. So we've got the 37D, the 37S, which are both very hard to get. The 38D, which is also very hard to get. But if you look a little bit closer, those aren't the right dates. This 38 is a 46, the 39 is a 30, the 41 is a 40, so just common date walkers. Just common date walkers. Sorry, I played a little trick on you there. Just common date walkers. Got some Washington quarters here. And all the Washington quarters are here, except for the 55D. Now 55D is pretty tough to get a hold of. So basically we bought an entire Washington quarter book starting at 46 without the 55D. And then here are more Washington quarters. A book here, another book. And I'll try not to make this video too much longer. I might actually split this up into 2 videos because we do have another large buy that I'll have to show you. Here's another book. These are the 30s. And some of the better dates are here. The 37S is here. The 39S is here. The 32S obviously is not there. And the 32D obviously is not there. And then my favorite and yours, probably the silver that I don't like the most of, are Rosy Dimes. There you go. Got some Rosy Dimes, not a full book, but pretty close to a full book. Pretty close to the full book of Rosy Dimes. And then these were some of the leftover quarters from the book. They ran out of room, so what they did is they taped them, which is never really a good idea. So now these quarters are basically just junk. Got tape residue all over them. They're sticky. They don't look very good, that's for sure. But picked up all of that stuff. And again, I'll try to sell the books as partial sets or complete sets if I'm able to complete them. And they'll be worth a little bit more than junk prices in the book with that many of them. So, alrighty. Well, I think that's probably going to about do it for this one. We're not trying to make the video super duper long. But I will come out with the second video that shows another buy that I made that is quite a bit of stuff. So Until then, I hope all your hunts are going well, and don't sweat the silver fry price dropping so much. It only did because I bought a bunch, so you can blame me for that. And until next time, Mr. Glad out.